All right, Jimmy Walker checking with the officials to see if anybody sees any reason whatsoever we can't get this thing underway. And I think he's giving it the high sign. Let's count them down, Sammy. You ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them race, folks. Green flag is flying. The Enduros from Bojangles. Perfect sponsor for the Enduros. Taking off on the back straightaway. Rodney Davis in the 12. He's got the lead as he makes his way out of turn number 4. Oh, spin down in the ditch. The 19 gets down low. Daniel Balda. Oh, my Lord. The Dingo Damasingo also got a piece of that. 19 gets back underway. Got one car with a flat tire. Meanwhile, a change of lead. 23 out front. Shane Loving. The 18 and the 12.
Man, is that 911 an old police car?
They're
Look at it when
bumping
it goes by. I think it's got police road on it.
He's driving like one. Uh-oh, bumping and banging, slides around and hits the inside retaining wall. You just talked about him, Sammy.
See what I did to him?
He did one of those police maneuvers.
It didn't work out for him too well.
He was trying the old bump and run.
He got the bump and stop.
He did. He had the bump part down right. But
yeah, and every bit of liquid that was in the front end of that car is just slowly leaking out of it down there as it sits at the entrance of turn 1.
Keith Wheeler also came down the pits. Looks like he's got a flat right front tire. And it also looks like the 19 has a flat tire as he comes down pit road. And the red flag is out. Everybody will come to a stop. They will hold their position. Red flag, red flag. And they will get the driver of the 911 out. The 911 machine.
Trying to get his helmet off and everything down here. Wild ride there, Don. You all right, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
He just,
having fun.
just an old man having fun. I tell you what, they were asking, is it an actual police car?
Yeah, it's bought it at an auction from Portsmouth Police Department.
There you go, guys. A1. Good call, Sammy. Good to see you. All right, buddy. Thanks, Don.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to green flag racing for the Bojangles Enduros. It's lap 4. 18 is your leader, Derek Bogus. Richard Quinn in that 31. He's got some victories in the Enduros. He's in second spot. Shane Loving, 23, third spot. And Wendell White in the 4 in the top 5, along with the 12 of Rodney Davis. A 30-lap race, 6 laps into it. Some of these cars, Sammy, look like old mini stocks.
Yeah, really, a lot of these cars are the same style cars as mini stock. There's a lot of Cavaliers out here, and these guys, they have a little less safety equipment, which they probably should automatically by themselves put a little more in, but it's interesting to see old 31 right out there.
Hard impact in the wall between 3 and 4. Tires come off. It bounces over the hood of the car. And down the racetrack, and the red flag will come out again. Everybody will come to a stop except for the tire that is rolling out of turn number 4. And who is that? Can you make it out, Sammy?
No, I can't make out who that is. Can't see the number.
That's the 34, Bubba Furman.
Bubba Furman. All right, thank you. He will climb from his vehicle. Man, he hit that wall. Saw a lot of sparks flying out from underneath it, along with the tire.
That tells you what these tires can't get away. And when these tires go off these cars, people really got to keep an eye on them, because if it hits one of these cars, it can get bouncing and it can come over that fence.
And that's why we always tell you got to stay away from that fence, especially under green flag conditions. You never know what can happen. It is a little dangerous. All right, we're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to racing for the Bojangles Enduros. We're about to have a lead change between the 18 and 31, Richard Quinn. Derek Bogus in that 18. Shane Loving, 23, being challenged by the 44 down on the inside. That's Dustin Cisco. Big group of cars over there entering turn number 3 and 4. The 13 and the 18 and the 31. 02 on pit road. Michael Joyner in the 02. He's come to a stop behind the 11. And Keith Wheeler also out in the 11A. Well, I hope no car gets real high between 3 and 4, because if they do, there's a little surprise waiting for them right there in turn 4, and that is the 34 machine that has come to a stop, and the reason we had the last caution flag. Of course, there's nobody in the machine. And Bubba Furman, his automobile, tore up on the right side, and that wheel came off. '18 continues to lead, Derek Bogus, then 31, Richard Quinn. Dustin Cisco in 44 with the top 3. And the 23 machine, Shane Loving, followed by the 4. That is Wendell White. Larry Drummerhausen, that 13. I think he wants a piece of the action too, but he's just outside the top 5. Got a smoker over there on the back straightaway. Well, the field strung out just a bit. Justin Fansler is the driver of the smoking machine that's over there on the back straightaway, the 98. 18 and 31 will battle it for the lead, separated by about 2.5 car lengths. They make their way down the back straightaway. The black 18, the white 31. Sammy, you ever used to race Enduros?
No. When I started right out in the late model. So
Cool.
It was different back then. I mean, you didn't have the younger drivers you didn't have. You really had to work your way up. But most of these guys, when I was running, you were in your 20s and 30s before you even got into a late model, and in your 30s before you went to the Busher Cup. So now you got 18-year-olds in it. So it's a whole different field now. But see, that number 31 out there is interesting. You don't see that number very often. The old guy out here named Gene Lovelace used to run that number years ago. He was a really hot modified driver back in the day. We're talking back in the 60s. He went to late models in the early 70s, but he passed away early and young in life. But he was a heck of a driver.
What's a good battle for the lead? They're staying right with each other. Richard Quinn in 31, as you talked about, Sammy, inches up to the back bumper of Derek Bogus's 18. And took a peek on the inside that time between 1 and 2. Now they enter 3 and 4, and separated by a car length and a half. And the 44's coming. Look out! Dustin Cisco, the 44 driver. It is lap number 20 about to come up in lights. 10 laps to go for the Bojangles Enduros. And he's closing in, Sammy. Look
We're
at it.
going to have a race now.
1, 2, and 3. Nose to tail. As we get down to the end of this one, who's it going to be? And they've got some lap cars coming up, not in the too distant future.
That 44 picked a straightaway up on him quick, too. His car's moving along there pretty good.
Got a lot of power under that number 44. And look at Richard Quinn making a move on the inside of that 18. He tried, and the Mac Tools 18 stays ahead. Derek Bogus. He knows how to get wins out here at Langley Speedway. He's got a lot in the Enduros. So does Richard Quinn in the 31. But look out, here's the 44 again, Dustin Cisco. Cisco trying to take over the second spot, and he does. Richard Quinn goes back to third spot. He put a move on him, but now they got to work the lap traffic. And Derek, he will be the guinea pig as far as the lap traffic goes, but no, maybe not. Here goes the 44, Dustin Cisco, new leader in the 44. But now the lap traffic comes into play, and they switch it left and right, 3 wide there for a second. Derek gets hit by Richard Quinn, and Dustin pulls ahead. Derek Bogus caught behind those 2 lap cars. They're bumping and banging off each other, drifting up high on the racetrack at the exit of 4. And here goes Derek underneath. He gains a little bit of ground on the 44. Oh my goodness, that was close. Not a good place to park.
No, it's not a good place to back. We're going back in the middle of the straightaway.
That's Wendell White. That little Bojangles car, that was it, number 80? He's having fun tonight with the 98. Ronald Klein in the 80. And Justin driving that 98. Justin Fensler, his name. All right, 3 laps to go. Can Derek Bogus catch the 44? Time's running out. Dustin Cisco looking for his win at Langley Speedway. White flag is about to be displayed as we get down to the end of this one. 27 and the 12 with a good battle. That 27, Tyler Baker, and the 12, Rodney Davis. Derek Bogus came into tonight's event as the leader in the points in that 18 car. But the winner of this one looks like it's going to be that 44 machine. 3 wide again on the front straightaway. Here comes the 44. He's going to get the checkered flag. His first win at Langley Speedway in the 44. Dustin Cisco wins at Langley for the Bojangles Enduros. And our points leader, Derek Bogus, ends up in second. Richard Quinn, the 31, with the top 3 finish at Langley Speedway. Great job. Shane Loving comes down to the end with the 23 car with a good finish tonight. And I think he was up there 4th position. We want to thank you, race fans, for coming out. We hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. We had some great racing, and we'll see you next weekend. Napa Auto Parts, night at the races at Langley Speedway. Let's go to Buck.
Yeah, and don't forget, next weekend at the Napa Auto Parts, we're going to have twin late model races again, and the opening race of the night will be the first 65 lapper, so don't be late next Saturday night here at Langley Speedway at the Pro 6s, Grand Stocks, and U cars along with the late models. Dustin Cisco pulls in after a hard charge, takes a run down to the inside of both of your leaders with Dustin Cisco's number 44 machine. And there's Dustin, folks. Give him a big hand up there. Had to get up on the wheel there, but boy, you were coming on strong. And I mean, with about probably 10 laps to go, I motioned to the guys up top. I said, dude, 44, keep an eye. You were rolling.
Yeah, that was rather interesting. I didn't mean to turn that lap car, but I had committed low, and I guess he let out of it about the time I was going down there.
There we go. Well, I tell you what, man, it's been a while. Let me get over here to my notepad real quick because I want to make sure I think we got Nicole back up here from Lions Shipyard. So we're going to get you back across. And yeah, look at that. It matches the other one. I'm quick. I get my notes quick. Nicole, what do you think about that? That was wild, wasn't it?
That was an awesome race.
And you got to see that car smack the fence right over there in front of y'all, too. That's wild and crazy. But Dustin, here's our winner.
Congratulations from Lions Shipyard and from everybody else. It was a great race. You deserve it.
Appreciate Langley having us out here.
All right, well, there's your winner for your Enduro feature. Dustin Cisco, he's going to go ahead and capture that hardware.